I'm Sarah Richardson. It's the longest day of the year, with our team primed to make every second count.
Okay, dogs, you ready to go to work?
Work is moving slower than expected, but once you schedule trades, you have to commit to the booking or you risk losing your spot in the queue. We need to hurry and paint before installing the new floors, and the cabinets can't be installed until the floors are done. This is Sarah's Island Rescue. The race is on.
Here we are. It's Monday. It's a new week, and we have probably our biggest week yet. We are panicking, trying to get ahead. We are trying to stay on top and make sure that everybody can work together. And the upside is everybody is in great spirits. Chris is currently putting up a tarp because we have a forecast of rain for the next 3 days. Plumbers here, the tiler, 2 carpenters, the painter, Alex, myself, our helper, 2 dogs. The flooring crew is showing up in an hour and a half. And then in 2 days, we have the window crew coming. So this week we are trying to get the tiling done, the flooring installed, the painting done, the plumbing done, carpentry, everything. Hottest day of the summer and the fan's coming down. Today, this hunter green box, this cabin that is entirely hunter green, forest green, whatever kind of emerald green you want to call it, floors, walls, ceiling, trim, stairs, landing, the works, it's gonna go bye-bye green and hello white. And you know what's really fun? I'm about to learn how to spray. I mean, after all, I'd only be wrecking my own cottage, right? So how bad can it be? Clover, what do you think? Clover does not look concerned. Do you want to be white or do you want to stay wheat? I am still recovering from my broken thumb. See this? This thumb can do this and all sorts of fun things. And this thumb can't really do what it's supposed to do. So let's see how we do. This is the sprayer. Oh, I think this is my suit.
Yes, a sprayer. I love white so much that I'm about to take a shower in white paint.
If there's any hope of us being ready for the flooring, guys, you better hope I'm really good at this.
It may not be my most stylish outfit, but even designers need to zip up when it's all hands on deck to get the job done.
That's the nozzle. Are you ready? Too long?
Perfect. Perfect.
You're never gonna be able to stop me. Oops, don't grab it. Why is it making a line?
In art school, they teach us to paint outside the lines.
Okay, it's a rainbow. Is that better?
Yep.
Try a wall. It's warm inside this suit. We're gonna be like paint ninjas. It's only gonna be awesome if I'm any good at it. Here we go. Am I good to go?
Good luck.
Thank you. How am I doing, boss?
While I transform the bedroom with white, Alex and our plumber, Julio, remove more green from the bathroom.
You got thirsty. Au revoir.
Walking behind you does not smell good. It's 8:25 at the end of the longest day of the year. It's the summer solstice. We're all so tired. This is the sunset on this room being this color. Here's what I learned to do today. It was super fun. Dun, 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 dun. Look at this! This is just a primer coat. And I still have a few things to learn about how to spray. We have the best team, and we are so lucky. Tomorrow, we are moving on to finish coats in the bedrooms. I've been spraying some lamps and tables and beds and everything. This room is going to transform. So for anyone who is thinking, why are you taking away the green? Because as soon as we make the room light inside, all you're gonna notice is the views outside. And that is what I love. So this is my painting job. Now I have to go to I make food job. Fresh grilled asparagus.
From emerald green to asparagus green, the sun sets on this cottage's colors one final time.
Does it feel like the longest day of the year? Because it is.
That is the longest day.
Thank you, guys. Longest day of the year. Tomorrow is the first day of summer.
When you work from home, on your home, it's important to celebrate the pleasures in your backyard. The team catches some hard-earned downtime before yet another sunrise start. This is hard work, and we're together 24/7. Fortunately, there aren't any divas on this island. For now, we're camping out at our neighbor's cottage, and there's no hairdryer over there. This bob hairdo isn't a fan of the air dry method, so the reality is, girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
It's Friday. It's just after 8 o'clock. And yesterday I had some very high hopes. I am always optimistic. And we put the first coat of finish paint in these bedrooms. And I was so excited. And then I realized it's the wrong color. It's the wrong color. So the color it's supposed to be is a creamy white, and something happened at the paint store. So we had about 15 gallons of a color that basically looks like primer. Looks like an Arctic snowstorm, and we want it to feel a little warmer in here. Anyway, white's good, right? As much as I wanted to just keep going, we had to make the decision to pause. And because we're out on an island, we are about a 45-minute drive from the paint store, followed by a boat ride. We're all the way out here. And so these little changes, these little hiccups, that was a mosquito, are tricky. In case you've noticed, the windows have been painted. That's because all these windows are coming out. So instead of taking the time to tape them off and worry about it before they get painted, we thought, how smart would it be just to paint with the existing windows in place?
The windows are rotten and over 30 years old, and they have broken seals, so they aren't salvageable. A big chunk of our budget went to replacing all the cottage windows.
I sprayed this whole room myself. I am really into spraying. There's a lot of time in prep, there's a lot of time in taping, but once you start spraying, oh, it's so satisfying. It's a race. I'm ready. Now I have to go vacuum. Vacuum, 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 vacuum. Because one of the things about when you're spraying is it will, if there's dust, it'll spray it into the paint, and we don't want that. I sanded the entire living room yesterday. Come see the living room. Look at this gorgeousness. Is this not gonna be epic and amazing? Alex and Chris and Ross raised this ceiling, and now this is going to be the dining room. And this is gonna be the kitchen.
Okay, hang on a minute. The kitchen is where? I know. At the beginning of this project, I mapped out a plan for putting the bar where the kitchen is now going to be. And the kitchen was going to be where the screen porch used to be. I designed it, and then I thought about it. Winter came and went, and I thought about it some more. When I got back to the island in the spring, I realized my plan was totally wrong. Well, here's what I know. Plans change. The original plan had an archipelago of islands. Too many islands. And we preferred a solution with one big island, a great kitchen, bigger windows, and a lounge space. Let me tell you all about the fabulous new plan.
Starting here, we're gonna have an island that goes from here, 9.5 feet, all the way over to here. We are going to have the counters are gonna wrap around, and then they're gonna zigzag back in here. This is going to be an incredible feature. Look at this. These are going to be glass backsplashes. These are window splashes. This is gonna be the bar. So it's nice to have a sort of dedicated bar area if you can. We're gonna have a bar sink here. We're gonna have a bar dishwasher. We're gonna have open shelves with a gorgeous marble backsplash in Arctic Ocean. This is a door that was originally coming from the dining room into the screen porch. We relocated it over here, and this is the super cool part. This is gonna be the kitchen lounge. And that is the sound of progress. Chris has to keep cutting. These are gonna be windows. Window. And this is sort of an idea that we brought from our other cottage because we enclosed a screen porch there and loved the way it felt. Alex and Chris decided that we should just embrace the wonky ceiling lines that we had. So look at this, it goes up here, and then it goes into the peak here. And this is just kind of the character of the building. So instead of having just a single level flat ceiling, they've put the effort into letting us have some quirks. So this is a beam we couldn't change. Here it is, so be it. We need a big win today because everybody's been working so hard to get this giant mega space ready. You ready for a productive day?
Productivity starts with more painting.
That's looking a little different. Pretty darn good.
We still need to pace ourselves while keeping an eye on the clock. To save time, we're not covering the floors with tarps because the new flooring will be glued directly on top. I love watching this paint dry. What can sometimes feel like slow progress often leads to a sudden transformation. Daisy knows. There's always more sanding, plumbing,
Plein air plumbing.
plastering to be done.
That's thunder. This is the flooring for the living room, dining room, kitchen, and lounge. This is the flooring for the principal cabin. Daisy, keep painting. Clover, keep being you. What are you kids doing? Stuff for the flooring, guys. What is this?
Ah, work in progress. My favorite time of day.
Yeah, it's really good.
And right hand.
Oh my. Don't get too close. It is so hot in here. Do you like my white eyelashes?
Okay, now let's take a peek behind door number 3. This space has been under wraps for weeks, so this moment feels like a butterfly emerging from a chrysalis. Break out the bubbly. I think the boys are way ahead of me.
Did you pick it from the bottom?
Cheers. When you buy the next cottage, make sure it's like 5 years from now.
Or make sure it's on land.
Here comes the flooring crew.
It's gonna be this kind of a day. Look at all these new friends for you.
I've chosen a gorgeous, smooth, wide plank oak from Fuzion's Classical Elegance collection of engineered hardwood flooring. This speedy 8-man team will install 2,700 square feet in less than 3 days. Meanwhile, the cabin floor needs to be sanded before the new boards can be installed.
You say I'm gonna like this. In what way am I gonna like this, Douglas?
Here she comes.
The smell in here is incredible.
It is incredible. So,
This is not what I thought we were doing, though.
no, but I think maybe you have an option to switch gears here. In order to put down the other flooring that you wanted on top here, we had to mitigate the floor.
Okay.
And then to mitigate the floor, because there's oil-based paint on here,
Yeah.
for us to put a cementitious level and get it back, and to mitigate for the flooring that was going to go on top of here, we had to sand it down in order to get the primers and stuff to stick to this floor. Once we started to get into it, we started to discover, oh my God, this floor is in fabulous condition.
It's gorgeous.
And it was put in 1990, I think, when this was built.
Yeah. This would be white pine.
Well, you've got
Yeah.
there's a little bit of hemlock in it, but and there's also pine in it. This wood probably came from this area somewhere that somebody cut down and took it to a mill. So this was a custom-made floor that was made for this cottage.
Well, the fact that it's all doweled is so beautiful. There's zero cupping. So, to be fair, I didn't think we'd be able to get past this. So that's sort of what I was worried about, was that we would see all of this. I assumed that when we sanded it back, we'd get tons of these,
The gapping.
the green lines.
Yeah.
And I assume that I have to be okay with the green lines.
No, those are going to come out. When we get to the finished sand, we're going to pull it down probably another 1/16 or so.
Okay.
And then we have a tool that we're going to go in and take those out.
What?
Anytime that I believe that you can keep the original floor to the structure in the building or whatever,
Yeah.
for the heritage of it, I'm all for that.
If I had thought that you could get to this, I would have kept it from the beginning. And seeing it now, I would be nuts to cover it, don't you think?
Well, yeah, it's a mucho bonus that you have this floor.
It's mucho bonus that
mucho
you guys are
bonus
here
that
with
you have
this
this.
mucho amazing machine, and there's no dust.
Right.
What is that thing?
So that's a HEPA filter.
Yeah.
Okay, that has a 3-stage motor in it. So when it comes through the hose, comes through that. As long as we keep plunging it and keep the filter clean,
Yeah.
there's zero dust. Zero. You can see zero dust. You just painted
That's cool. That's fancy. That's like the Ferrari of Sanders.
it. That's your Lamborghini right there. Yeah.
Ferrari, Lamborghini, I don't know the
There you go.
difference.
That's your Ferrari. There's your Lamborghini.
Okay.
There you
Ooh,
go.
I got a nice garage happening here. I'm super psyched about this floor. Me too. I think people think I always want to paint everything, but when for me, this is what I love about wood. I like to celebrate the wood when it's beautiful.
100%.
Not feel completely
100%.
buried by it.
100%.
It's Wheaton. Do you approve, Clover? Yeah. She's like, I just
She loves
wanna
it.
know. I just want to know. You
All right,
match.
coolio.
Camouflage.
Back to work.
Come on. Come on.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, guys.
It's happening. The stage is set for us to boogie into the next phase of our island rescue. This joint is jumping, right, Daisy? So make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications and tell your friends to join us on this wild island adventure. See you next time.